Hello and welcome to Vegas Aces Ask Me Anything live stream. How you guys doing today? How is everyone? We are doing an AMA today. It's going to be a little bit different. We are not doing a table game or anything. We're actually going to do just a Ask Me Anything type of video. So if you have any questions about table games or anything else, go ahead and put them in the comments and we will do that. Hey Wolfgar, good to see you. How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? Hope everything's going well. My weekend was very busy. Hey Joe, good to see you. Awesome, Skittle Car, how you doing? Hey Jimmy. By the way, we are only, hi Pip. Pip wanted to be involved with me saying hi. I'm saying hi to everyone and she got jealous. By the way, we are only on YouTube at the moment. We are not on Twitch. I'm having some technical difficulties with Twitch, so that is why I haven't been posting on, on Twitch. But we are on YouTube, and I missed a couple people. Jimmy, okay, good, I got you. Hey, who is it? James. Hey, James, good to see you. Sorry, I'm blind. I can't see. Ask me anything. If you have any questions about anything, go ahead and ask. Table games, casino industry, anything at all, let me know. Also, tell me how your weekend was. You guys having a good weekend? Hey, Paul Ray. Paul Ray, I haven't been on Twitch lately. It's been like having technical difficulties, so I'm really glad you're on YouTube. That's awesome. What was I saying? I totally forgot. Let me know how your weekend was. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Wolfgar, weekend was busy here. Okay, cool. Hey, we won our baseball game. Awesome, Joe. Nice. John, good evening. How is the remodel? We are still working on the remodel. That's why I'm doing the AMA, but we are almost done. So on Thursday, we will go back to our normal classes. I will have the table up. We'll have it ready. I'll have everything going by then. So we will be back on Thursday with the games. We have had several people vote on the poll. If you haven't voted and you want to vote on the poll for what game we do today, or not today, what game we do this week, then go to my Facebook and Twitter page and you can find the link there. And it's working this time. I figured it out. I screwed up last week, so that's why I wasn't working, but it's working now. So go to Facebook, go to Twitter, put in your vote on what game you want to do next week. Sorry. Pip! Sorry! Hey! Shut up! Sorry. She's really bad about that sometimes. I'm sorry. Oh God, that was embarrassing. Let's see what you guys are saying, because I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, the remodel. That's what you were asking. So, yes, we will be back on Thursday. Remodel should be done in the next day or two. Hopefully, I will put up a post on social media so that way you guys can see what it looks like, the before and after pics. That might be up on Tuesday or Wednesday. I haven't really done my social media this week because it's been so crazy. That's why the Facebook and Twitter posts for today were so late. My apologies. But yes, so we will be back on Thursday. New article complete. No, I haven't completed it. I'm still supposed to be working on it and I haven't done anything. This whole thing is just, I haven't really been able to do very much. And then today was a catch-up day. So I spent most of today catching up. I feel really bad about that. School grand reopening. Awesome. Hey Malik, good to see you. Nice to see my people. I love you guys. Skittle Car, I recently started playing Mississippi Stud. Have you dealt it? No, I have not dealt Mississippi Stud. But if you go to my website, vegas-aces.com, and you go to the resources section, under resources, you will see instruction manuals and click Carnival Games. Under Carnival Games, you should be able to find Mississippi Stud in there, and that should have instructions on how to deal the game, as well as how to play the game. So hopefully that helps you with that. John, squirrel. Squirrel, squirrel. Oh, I don't know what she's barking at. And of course, she's completely silent all day. My dog, Pip, she's totally, completely silent all day. And then the moment I click the live stream, she goes off like that. I swear to God, she knows that I'm live streaming. You look so different without your uniform. Yeah, I am very casual today. I am doing these AMAs extremely casual. Just a second. Hey, stop it. Sorry. I am doing these things extremely casual, so please don't mind. So no uniforms, just normal clothes. Stop. Let's see here. Oh, cool. We got a question. So Wolfgar says, in craps, does the commission on buy bets come right away or does it come after a win? Wolfgar, that's an extremely good question. So on craps, when you do a buy bet, you have to pay the VIG. However, it depends on the casino. Every casino is different. So some casinos will want you to pay the VIG right away, and other casinos will want you to pay the VIG when you win. When you pay the VIG right away, that's not very good for the player. It's much better for the player when they pay the VIG when they win. So that's something to keep in mind when you're playing. It's definitely more to the player's advantage when you play at a casino where you pay the VIG when you win versus right away. So I hope that answers your question. Good question. Let's see. James, we'll be in town Wednesday. Hope the weather is nice and hot. I hope so too. It's been cold and rainy all day today, so I really hope this weather goes back to sunny and hot tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Mississippi Stud is very volatile. Paul Ray, I could deal with Mississippi Stud. Awesome. Skittle Car, how do you feel about the Shuffle Master machines? Are they as good as a hand shuffle? Are you talking about from the player's point of view, Skittle Car, or are you talking about from the dealer's point of view? Let's see. From the player's point of view, it's totally fine. I mean, completely random. It makes it a lot faster. There are some players who really don't like the shuffle machine versus a hand shuffle. They would so much rather have a hand shuffle versus a shuffle machine. As a dealer, I like it because it makes my job easier. I don't have to shuffle the deck. I just put it in the machine and I'm done. So I like it. I like shuffle machines. But I do know that there are a lot of players out there who don't. So one of those things where it's totally your opinion. Or when I say it's totally your opinion, I mean everyone has their own opinion. Just so we're clear. Paul Ray, my cousin went to a Star Trek convention and got a picture with most of the Next Generation cast. I love it when they do those group pics on the Star Trek convention and then you get a picture with all of them. Sometimes I go into the room and they have all of the pictures lined up in a table and you can see all of the pictures, and it's really, really fun to look at because some of them come up with really creative pictures and then they ask the actors to go along with it, and you see some really, really funny pictures where they're like reenacting moments, or the person who paid for the picture is dressed up in cosplay and they want to like recreate a scene or do something similar, or have the actor do something to them or something. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool. Okay, before I geek out on Star Trek, let us continue. Hey Fred, good to see you. Thank you for showing up. Mark, going to be in Vegas June 28th through the 30th. Awesome, Mark. Do you have any plans? Do you know what you're going to do? Are you going to gamble the whole time? Let me know what you're going to do. I am so backed up on all of these comments. Okay, I think I'm pretty late on this. So Skittle Card, did I answer your question? Let me know. Hey Clayton, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Ask me anything. I've been able to find a job in Vegas so I can move out there. Cool beans. What would you say is a minimum? Oh no, it moved. What would you say is the minimum annual salary to afford? Oh, it's cheap here. It's so cheap to live in Las Vegas. let's see here. If you say do a 1 bedroom apartment in a pretty decent area, it would cost you between $700 and $900, and it would probably be on average more like $750 to $800 for a 1 bedroom apartment here. Super cheap compared to like most places. If you buy a house, same thing. I think like the typical mortgage for a house here is about, say, between $1,000 and $1,500, and that's if you don't get like a really, you know, big house or a rich house or anything. So it's very, very cheap to live here. I love that part about this. Wolfgar has another crafts question. Have you ever seen the 5 as a field number instead of the 9? My friend swears he saw a table like that. Have you ever seen the 5? Oh. No, not off the top of my head. I can't say that I have. If you guys are if you guys are watching and you know the answer to this, have you ever seen a crafts table where on the field, instead of a 9, they have a 5? Have you ever seen that? Put that in the comments. I myself, I can't say that I have. Can't remember off the top of my head ever seeing that. But if you've seen it, put it in the comments. Mark, definitely gonna gamble. Awesome. I want to show my parents more of China. Oh, Chinatown's really cool. And they're expanding Chinatown too. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I love that. Oh, good. I'm glad I answered your question, Skittlecar. Hey, Tom. Good to see you. Thank you for showing up. Yay. Oh, yeah, probably. It's much cheaper than most places here, Malik. What is your favorite casino in Vegas? Not to work at, but for visiting. Ooh, what is my favorite let's see. In Las Vegas, what is my favorite casino in Las Vegas? I would have to say the Rio. The Rio is my favorite casino in Las Vegas. I used to work there, and I loved working there, and that's probably like how I got my bias. I love working there. I have gone back so many times. Whenever I meet people, I usually meet them there. I always go there every year for the Star Trek convention. And I love going to the Voodoo Lounge at the very top and then being able to see the Las Vegas Strip, and it's generally for free. You don't have to pay to get up there. And I heard some horrible news. Someone told me some horrible news about the Rio yesterday, the day before. I have not been able to Google it yet, so I don't know if it's true or not. If you guys have heard this, let me know if this is true or not. Tell me if this is true. I heard that the Rio is going to be demolished for a baseball stadium. I couldn't believe that. I'm like, no, I love that place. No, just no. So let me know if you've heard that. If you've heard that, put it in the comments. I have not Googled it. I have not checked on that information yet. I don't know if it's true or false. If you've heard, let me know what you've heard. Let me know what information you've seen. Okay, and I am totally behind on all the comments. Oh my God, I have a lot of comments. Let's see here. Where am I? Okay, so I hope I answered your question, Clayton. No, Malik, Las Vegas is expensive on the Strip. Just the Strip or around the Strip. If you're in the normal areas, then it's very cheap to live here. The rents, you know, compared to normal places, it's very, very, very cheap to live here. But if you're on the Strip and you're a tourist, yeah, it's going to be freaking crazy expensive. Oh, Tom, can't turn the sound on because of work. I can't answer your question then if you can't hear me. Fred, as an adjunct professor, could you use the UNLV Gaming Lab for some of your live streams? Yes, I can. The next, let's see, June 19th is the next time I'm going to be teaching at UNLV. So what is that? That is, I think it's a Wednesday? Darn, it doesn't fall on a Thursday. Last time it fell on a Thursday. I did do that. If you go to my stream, my video, where I have all of my videos and everything, I did a live stream at UNLV twice so far. I did one on craps with a friend, and then I did one on the, where do you say, on the campus, answering questions. So if you go back to, I believe, last November area, give or take, you can find those two live streams where I was at UNLV, and one of them is at the gaming lab, and that was the craps one. But I will do more of those if you guys want to see that. Oh, you guys are talking about how much it cost. Nashvillean! Yay! Hi, Nashvillean. Good to see you. Yes! Finally found... Oh, wait, you're going away. Okay, finally found a moment. I seem to remember you play the occasional tabletop game. No, Oh, did you or anybody you know participate in the International Tabletop Day this past Saturday? I did not know, I did not participate, and I don't know anyone who did, but that sounds like it was fun. So if you guys know anyone who is watching, you guys, my audience, I love you guys. If you knew anything about the International Tabletop Day last Saturday, go ahead and put it in the comments and let us know what you thought. But I myself did not. I hope to be back again Thursday. Tom, I hope you are too. And on Thursday, we are actually going to have our table games. We are going to be doing real games this time. I should have everything done by Thursday, so we should be back to normal by Thursday. No more AMAs. But I had to do something for you guys, so I'm like, I'll do an AMA. Oh, I am not going to pronounce that right. So I'll say your last name instead of your first name. I don't even know if that's your name. Hi, good. How are you? You're awesome, and you helped me. Yes, through doing school. Yay, awesome. Thank you. If you have any questions, if I could help you with anything else, let me know. I always love helping my aces. You guys are awesome, and I love it when we can help each other out. So cool. Hey, Xavier, how you doing? Thank you for showing up. Malik, don't say 4 queens, pure disaster. Mark, what other casinos have you worked at? So I was a dealer at the, let's see here. I dealt at the Gold Coast, Rio, Golden Nugget, West Incarcerina, Sahara, and I was at the Hard Rock for a short period. Oh, okay, I'm not the only one that heard that rumor. Good. John, were you in Vegas during the shooting, and how has that affected the town since? That's a great question. Yes, I was in town during the shooting. That was a horrible, horrible night. I was not there at the location. I knew some people who were, though. Heather Goose, who actually has done some stuff with me and the Wizard of Oz, and Angela as well. She was affected. She was there as a bartender, and it affected her life tremendously, and she has since been an advocate. She has gone to Congress. She has testified before Congress. So it has been very impactful. I remember during that night, we were just sitting at the table, and we got out, our apps and everything for the police scanner, and we just sat there and listened to the police scanner all night, and we were just anyway, yes. So that was very not a good time. Donald, hey Donald, how are you? I hope I answered your question, John. Let me know if I answered your question. Hey Donald, how are you? Good to see you, Donald. You need to do another craps one. That reminds me, Donald. So when I told you guys about the poll where you could vote for the next game, which again will be on Thursday, we have a tie at the moment between craps and Let It Ride. Thank you for reminding me. So if you go to Facebook and Twitter and you click on the link from today's post, which will take you to SurveyMonkey, vote for what game you want to see on Thursday, and hopefully we won't have a tie and we'll have a winner, and yeah, you guys get to choose. So right now it's a tie between craps and Let It Ride. And thank you for reminding me of that. Fred, could you use UNLV for live streams while your condo is being remodeled? I can't do it on Mondays at 7 p.m. because that's too late. And Thursdays at 2 p.m. It depends if there's a class going on there or not. It really, it just depends. Usually I have to make sure that it's good timing and everything, so I'm not like going there during a class. Mark, still waiting for your ultimate Texas Hold'em game. I'm getting there. I got a million things to do and only one of me. I wish I had like a whole warehouse of people. Are you still dealing these days or just teaching? Donald. I am not dealing anymore. I have not dealt for, oh, let me see here. Almost 10 years. It's been about 9 years. I haven't dealt for 9 years. I've been working on Vegas Aces for 9 years. It's been that long. Oh man. And yeah, Vegas Aces is pretty much, I've been a little bit obsessed with Vegas Aces for the past 9 years. Let's just say that. So, nope, don't deal, and just Vegas Aces. Wolfgar, last craps question. Do the dealers pay winning line bets from the center to the outside? Okay, great question. So, Wolfgar, do the dealers pay winning bets from the center to the outside? What's he talking about? So, on the craps table, you have your two basemen, 1, 2, and the stick person. So what we do when we're dealing craps is we take the stick person, we draw a line from the stick person to the boxman, and that's the center of the table. So that's what he's talking about. So from the center of the table where the stickman is, all the way around, this is the outside. So that's what he's talking about when he says center to the outside. So when you are paying someone, when you are paying people, you don't go center to outside, you actually do reverse, you do outside to center. And you do outside to center, and then to the inside, out in. So out to center, out in. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is you start from the outside, and you pay people, you know, from 1, 2, 3 to the inside. And then once you get there from the pass line bet, because obviously you're paying the pass line bet, then you move to the next thing in, which I believe is like what? The field. And then you do, oh, I don't have that in front of me, and I can't remember off the top of my head. But there is a certain order that you do go. Now, God, and I want to tell you what that is. That really bugs me. I wish I had that here too. There's a saying that you say in craps, and I have that on one of my social media posts. It's actually like a Tuesday trivia that I did a little bit ago. And it tells you a saying that dealers would say, craps dealers would say, to pay craps bets. And I am totally not remembering it right now. I'm totally blanking on it. It's something like, yeah, I'm going to butcher it, so I might as well not try. But if you email me, heather@vegas-aces.com. I will send that to you. I just don't have it in front of me. I have it like all the way over there, and I don't really want to get up and run all the way over there and look for it and everything. Besides, everything is totally messy and crazy, and I have to look for it, and I don't want to leave you guys away for so long, and I'm totally having a brain fart at the moment. But that should help. But yes, I hope I answered your question, Wolfgar. Let me know. Alan, hey Alan, good to see you. Greetings from Las Vegas. How's Wisconsin? Did you have a good weekend? This is Monday, right? Okay, good. My days have sort of blurred together with this bathroom thing. It's pronounced Selena. Oh, cool. I like that. Selena. Oh, I really like that. That's cool. That's a good way to do that. John, between 3-card poker and 4-card poker, which one has a better value for the player? Oh, 4-card poker. Let me think here. Okay. I am not remembering 4-card poker house edge. I can't remember 4-card poker house edge. I believe it is in the 5% range. The house edge for a 3-card poker on the ante and the play is 3.37%, and on the Parrot Plus it's 7.28%. But I'm not at the moment able to remember the house edge for a 4-card poker, so we can't really compare the two. What a great time to like go brain dead, right? Oh my God, I have a brain fart and it's an ask me anything thing. Like, of course, right? Of course this would happen. Oh my God. Okay. If something happens and I don't get to answer your question because I had a brain fart, send me an email, heather@vegas-chases.com, and I will answer your question that way, because I swear. Okay, let us continue. Our town is slowly, oh, okay. Malik, do you have the layout for Ultimate Texas Hold'em? I do not. I need to get that. It might be a while because I sort of overspent on the bathroom, so we will see, but I will try to get that as soon as I can. High Speed Drifter, awesome High Speed Drifter, how you doing? Has anyone officially involved in Star Trek conventions ever contacted you to work for them? I gave you, oh cool, thank you. I gave you a shout out during the last Las Vegas. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for doing that. No one has contacted me about doing anything for the Star Trek convention. However, I am able to go this year, so I'm really excited about that, and I'm trying to think of different segments and different things that we can do, so I'm starting to plan on that. Intergalactic Press was freaking amazing, and he paid for my ticket this year. Thank you so much, Intergalactic Press. And I will be having him on to interview him as well as other people, and we have a lot of fun stuff planned for the convention. So you know what? We have a lot of cool things going on. If we don't do anything with Star Trek, we have our own thing going on, and I love the people at the Star Trek convention. Everyone there is just so amazing and wonderful, and it's just such a big family. I love everyone there, so we're gonna have a lot of fun, with or without creation. Malik, how about Hold'em bonus? I will get whatever layout is available. It really is a toss-up. Sometimes they have it available, sometimes they don't, but I will try to get bonus. Oh, really? People knew my video coverage? Oh, that's pretty cool. Wasn't expecting that. I just realized this was your pro page. Yes, so the Star Trek convention, 1 week, the first week of August, every single year for like what, the past five or 6 years, I think. I take a week off in August and I do the Star Trek convention, and it's a whole week long convention with this, like I said, amazing people, wonderful people, and the actors, and I get videos of the panels, and we do like cosplay combat, and it's just a lot of fun. And yeah, and that's like my vacation from my real job, which is Vegas Aces, or I'm trying to make it my real job, Vegas Aces. So yeah, thank you so much for going from my Star Trek stuff to my Vegas Aces stuff. I appreciate that. Okay, enough Star Trek. I'm sorry, I'm like totally geeking out on Star Trek. Oh good, cool. Yeah, send me an email. Wait a minute. Okay, so Selena, on a $2.50 blackjack pay, is the 50-cent dropped? It's $4 pay, insurance is up to $1. Is that why they have? I don't think I'm understanding your question, Selena. 50 cents dropped, so it's $4. And then, oh, I think I see what you're saying. Okay, I got you. Okay. So what we're talking about here is breakage, basically. If you are playing on blackjack, a bet that you cannot exactly say play a blackjack. So for example, you get a blackjack, $5 pays $2.50. So we have the 50-cent pieces on the blackjack table, right? Well, what if that player takes the $2.50 and puts it on the $5, so now they have $7.50, and that $7.50 hits another blackjack? Well, what do? You can't pay the 50 cents, 25 cents, because you don't have 25 cents on a blackjack table. Well, when this happens, breakage applies. And what breakage is it's when the casino rounds up or down in the casino's favor. So in that case, on that game, in that situation, they would round down. And in that case, that's what you're talking about. So the $2.50 would be rounded down, so it would be $2, and then they would get paid the blackjack for that $2. I gotcha. Okay, so yes, breakage would apply, and then you wouldn't have to pay the blackjack on the 50 cents. So technically, the player would get shorted the 25 cents that they would have been paid. But you still pay even money on that bet. They just don't get the bonus. I hope that answers your question. Fred, are you going to be able to live stream the Star Trek convention panels? Probably not. Can I do that? Let me think about that. That's actually a very, very good question, Fred. I like that. And I wish I had something to write down. I'll remember that. That's my famous last words to myself every single time I say that. I'll remember that. And then 20 minutes later, what was I going to remember? What did I walk in this room for? Where are my keys? Okay, but I swear, I'll remember that. That's a great idea. I will see what I can do about live streaming the panels, because honestly, that would make my life easier, because then I wouldn't have to go home and edit them and upload them and all that fun stuff. So that would actually be really good. Okay, I will do that. I'll look into it. I'll see what I can do, and I will try to do that. Frank, holy shit, this is awesome. I enjoyed your videos from the convention and heard, yes, I can go. Woo! I just haven't done any videos saying that I can go. But yes, I can go to the Star Trek convention this year, and I am getting videos this year, and I'm doing it anyway, even though I had all that stuff happen. We're going to do it anyway. Screw it. So yes, I am going. It's going to be cool. Alien Con convention. Frank, what cosplay are you planning this year? The same as the last 4 years? Sorry. My Mirror Universe cosplay. So I had a good friend, Megan, and she was a seamstress, and she did an amazing job. Just anything she sewed was just awesome. She was just so good at that. So one year she helped me make my Mirror Universe cosplay, and it was the first thing I ever sewed, the first outfit I ever sewed, technically by myself, even though she was in the room with me and she was telling me what to do, and when I screwed up she would tell me how to fix it, and but technically I did it, so it was the first outfit I ever made by myself. And so I've been wearing it for the past few years, and unfortunately I'm not friends with her anymore, so can't really get any help in that department. So it looks like I'm going to be wearing that Mirror Universe cosplay until it's rags. Probably until it's rags. Or I learn how to sew. One of the two. I want to learn how to sew, I just don't seem to have any time. So yes, the Mirror Universe cosplay outfit, I'll probably be wearing that. The Star Trek convention is Wednesday, July 31st to Sunday, August 4th. Awesome. Selena, you made it so... Oh, good, I'm glad. Awesome. Glad that helped. Hey, Sean. How you doing, Sean? You're new. Hi. How are you? Well, maybe not new, but I mean, not my, normal, commenters. So, hi. Let's see. What is the hardest part of a newbie learning to deal? Thanks for the... Yeah, no problem. The hardest part for a newbie to do when they're learning is practicing at home. And the reason why I say that is because they don't have the experience of being in a casino. They don't have the experience of being on a table. So they can't really place themselves in a casino setting. They don't see how what they're practicing at home applies to, say, the bigger picture in the casino when we put everything together to create the procedures that we follow and, say, during blackjack. So the hardest part would be being at home, practicing, knowing if you're doing it right or not. I've had people practice and then it's like they're practicing wrong. So then they have to unlearn that because they were practicing wrong. And I think that was probably the hardest part about it. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter if you are practicing by yourself, if you are practicing in a casino, or if you are practicing in a school. Everyone who goes through different ways of learning, they all have that problem no matter what. There are so many schools here in Las Vegas where students are teaching students, so they don't learn the proper way. Same thing with casinos, dealers teaching other dealers, and some of the dealers who are doing the teaching really shouldn't be. Like, dude, you don't know how to deal yourself, don't go teaching people. I had that problem in one casino. It's like, really? You're going to be teaching? You can't even deal and you're teaching them? Okay, don't get me started. But anyway, so I think that is the hardest part for a newbie. It's just knowing whether they're doing it right or not and practicing at home, because when you're practicing at home, you just have yourself and hours of practice, but you have to do it. It's just part of it. You have to practice at home. You have to get that muscle memory. From holding the deck to pitching to cutting the chips, it's just all a part of it. And you can't really learn on the job because you do need so many hours of practice and you do need to have that muscle memory. So I hope that answers your question. Hey Bill, good to see you. How you doing? Thank you for showing up. Wait, come back. What'd you say? Just got here. Have you covered your scientific expertise? Technical question. If you were driving at the speed of light and you turn on your headlights, what would happen? Oh, I love you, Bill. You're fun. If you were driving at the speed of light, you're already going at the speed of light. So the speed of light is already going at the speed of light. It's not like it would, be the square root or anything. So, what would happen if you were going at the speed of light and you turn on your headlights is, I believe you wouldn't see any light because you're already going at the speed of light. So when you turn on the headlights is also going at the speed of light. So I think it would sort of cancel each other out like a wave. You know how they say like it's a wave and then when you hit, the waves cancel each other out? I think something similar would happen. I don't know the answer to that, but I hope I was close. And I love technical questions. Those are my favorite. I love the scientific questions, especially the whole speed of light and Einstein's general theory of relativity. The special theory of relativity, yeah, that's cool. I always thought, time travel and everything was interesting, and I love the whole, how everyone has a different perspective, and depending on the perspective, things are totally different. I do like that, but for some reason I've really, really loved general theory of relativity because, okay, see, I'm geeking out. But I really like how, the mass of objects, especially planets, actually puts an indentation in the, space-time fabric, and it causes, bending light and everything, what we see in some of those pictures with the light bent. That's, okay, I'm totally geeking out. Let's go back to your questions before this is all I talk about. Frank, at home you probably cannot practice or concentrate in the noise of a casino. You should put very good question. Okay, that's very, very good. So Frank has an excellent point. So when you are at home and you are practicing, it's a good idea to put on, say, music or TV show or something distracting, because in a casino it is going to be very distracting. You're going to have the lights and the sounds of the slot machines. You're going to have music playing. You're going to have people talking. You're going to have a million things going on at once. and you need to be able to deal and focus and know what you're doing. So that's a very, very good point. When you're practicing at home, it is a good idea to, say, put on a TV show or a movie or, music, and then as you're sitting there watching it, practice cutting checks or practice, pitching, and then make sure that you're doing it right. Another thing, too, I notice is people try to go too fast. Slow down. When you are practicing at home, follow each step. Start with step 1, step 2, step 3, and go slow. Do not go fast. Do not try to do like your normal pace. This will just make things harder for yourself because you will make more mistakes and you will end up being more frustrated. If you go slow and you take it step by step every single time, this will help you a lot, because eventually you'll get faster and faster and faster, and then you're doing it accurately, but still at a good speed. Hey, you said ask me anything. You're welcome, Sean, no problem. Wolfgar, how long does it take to get the muscle memory? 2 or 3 months. It does take a while. It does take a while. I would say it depends on the person. Every person is different. I knew some people who would get it, say, in a few weeks, like 3 or 4 weeks. And then I knew other people who just couldn't get it at all. So it really does depend on the person. But, 2 to 3 months, that sounds, maybe 1 to 2 months, 1 to 3 months, 1 to 3 months. 1 to 3 months sounds about average. But that's if you're practicing all the time. Not like if you practice and then, a month goes by and then you practice again. Frank, I like your answer. That's awesome. No, time travel is totally possible. I don't think time travel into the past is possible. It is completely possible. You do it every single time you look up at the stars. Every single time you look up at the stars, you are looking into the past. Because that would mean every element in the universe has its own time. Since you need time travel, you would leave your own time. It is a fabric of space-time, so it's like a grid. So even though we are up here, let's say, and this is our space-time, when we're looking at the stars in the sky, we're looking at them at a different space-time, and we're actually looking at them in the past. So when we look at a galaxy, it's not a galaxy. It's like usually a galaxy like 36 billion years ago or some weird number like that. But yeah, every time you look into the sky and you look at the stars, you're looking at the past. Pretty cool fact. Oh, cool. Thanks for the link, Frank. Very cool. Also, don't forget people blowing smoke in your face. Yep. Although some casinos have become completely smoke-free, and I think that's a growing trend. So hopefully that won't be a problem in the future. When you look up into the sky, you see the light from the past. It reaches you, but you don't travel to the past. You don't travel to the past, but you're still looking at the past. You could still see the past. You could still interact. Well, okay, maybe not interact, but you could still see the past. Time travel to the past, yeah. Maybe if we got a really good rocket to go there, but then we need like Star Trek technology, a warp core, not a spore drive. Don't get me started on that. Okay, do you guys have any other questions? Well, we're going on about 45 minutes. If you have any other questions, now's the time to ask. Let me tell you guys before I forget, next live stream is next Thursday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, your choice on what you want the game to be. Go vote, Facebook and Twitter. You click on the link to SurveyMonkey. I got it right this week. I think I screwed up last week, but that's okay because we did AMAs all week. Go to Facebook, Twitter, click on the link, and vote for the game that you want us to do on Thursday. Fred, what did you think about the Orville season finale? I liked it. I really liked it. I liked how the Orville had pretty much one continuous story for the whole season. I really liked how they developed that one story. It was like one season of that story with maybe 1 or 2 episodes that did something a little different. But I really like the Orville a lot. That's one of my favorite shows, and I hope it comes back year after year after year. Frank, fun fact, depending on where you look into the sky, you see different paths. Exactly. Sometimes a couple of thousand years, sometimes millions, and the sun, that she was 8 minutes ago. Yep, exactly. Hey, Ruben, good to see you. How are you? I'm doing better. I will be doing a lot better once this bathroom thing is done and I can get back to normal. Totally. But I'm glad you're doing good. I hope you're doing good. I just assume you're doing good, so I hope you're doing good. Yep, the last 2 episodes involved time travel. Ruben, what is my opinion about CEG dealing school? Well, I think everyone knows my opinions about dealing schools. I have said this so many times. I do not like dealing, and I'm saying this in general. I'm not saying specifically, I'm saying pretty much all dealing schools are this way. I think that they charge too much money. I think they take advantage of people, and I think that they don't do a good job teaching. I think a lot of times students are teaching students and they don't have instructor supervision or that one-to-one personal, I'm going to help you kind of a thing. And that is the whole reason, well, that's a large reason or a big reason why I started Vegas Aces. I wanted to help people, I wanted to do it for free, and I wanted to help them get a job so they can afford to pay for food and, put a roof over their heads. I don't know. It just boggles my mind that people think that, oh, you need, college to get a good job, but you have to pay so much for college. And it's like, yeah, you could get funding, but you could also be $100,000, $200,000 in debt. What's that going to do? That's not going to help. And if you're, poor and you can't put food on the table and that's just not an option. It's not even feasible. So really, it's like they're stuck doing a job at a gas station because they can't afford to go to school to better themselves. And I have helped people out of this situation where they're working a dead-end job, minimum wage, they want something better. They at least want something that they could at least pay rent and have food to eat. Really, that's not too much to ask for. And I've helped them get a job into dealing. It's like, oh my God, I went from a minimum wage job to working at a casino making $50,000 a year. So this is why I have Vegas Aces. We're going to help people, and we're going to do everything we can to help as many people as we can. Oh, wow, you guys are asking way more questions than I thought. Jimmy, thank you for the AMA. I never have any burning questions, but it's fun nonetheless to catch them. Yes, awesome. Thank you so much, Jimmy. Ha! Don't get me started on Game of Thrones. Oh my God, I am the biggest Game of Thrones dork ever. No spoilers. Don't worry, I won't do any spoilers, but just okay. We're going to continue because I'm going to get started and I will spoil something. Frank, did ever a player try to trick you? Oh yeah, all the time. They're called strokers. So a stroker is someone who goes around the casino looking for a weak dealer to take advantage of. So they'll go to a break-in house where there's a lot of break-in dealers who don't know what they're doing, and they'll look for someone who flashes the cards or doesn't hold the deck the right way, and they'll try to take advantage of those people. You get them everywhere. It's just the way it is. There's strokers everywhere in a casino. But yes, I have had that happen. I have had that on my table, and yeah, it's always fun. I don't know if you want me to tell you a specific time in particular, or just did you want me to tell you that in general? Tasha, hey Tasha, how you doing? just wanted to know that, just wanted to let you know that your lessons on YouTube inspired me to move on with my life. Cheers from North Vegas. Awesome. I'm glad they helped. And if you ever need anything, if you ever have any questions, if I can help you with anything, let me know. Heather at vegas-aces.com. I'm here for you guys. I love you guys. I'm glad it helped, by the way. John, hey Heather, did anyone ever say you look like Elaine Beans? Well, now I never watched Seinfeld. I need to watch Seinfeld. Which one is she? Does she have the braids? So when I watch it, I know who she is. Pippi Longstocking. That's how you could tell who's from what generation, if you know who Pippi Longstocking is. I need to watch Seinfeld, though. I've heard so many good things about Seinfeld. I need to watch it. I hope the Orville I hope the Orville gets renewed, too. Yes, a lot of dealing schools costs that much money. $1,200, $1,500. It's insane. And I could teach you guys that. Just go to my website. I'll teach you. I'll do it for free. No, dealing schools are not a good deal. I would like to know some antidotes of how they tried to trick you and how you dealt with them. Okay, so here's an antidote. This is on craps. I was learning craps. I was on the base, and someone came up to my table, and, oh, how did he say this? Okay, he threw 60 at me, $60, and he said 36 and 8. So I did 60, 30 on 6, 30 on 8. Okay, so we roll, and it was an 8, and he got really pissed off at me when I paid him, and he's like, no, I said 60 on 8, not 30 on 8. And I'm like, no, you said 30 on 8. Well, my problem was, what I did to screw up was I didn't book my bet. As a craps dealer, when a player comes up to your table and they say 30 on 6 and 8, you repeat that. 30 on 6 and 8. You say that, you have everyone hear you, the boxman hears you, that's booking your bet. I didn't book my bet. So he saw that, he came up to my table and he did this scam where he said it in a way that it was really fast and mumbled. So it could have been 60 on 8, but it sounded like 36 and 8. And I didn't book the bet. So when the 8 hit, he was like, no, why are you paying a $30 bet when it should be a $60 bet? I didn't book the bet. My floorman ended up giving him the bet. And that's how strokers work. So I learned a lesson. And after that, I always talked my game. Every time I was on craps, you have to talk your game. You have to say what you're doing. You have to call out bets. Very important to talk on your game. Communication is so important. And that's one of the lessons I learned. So I hope that's a good antidote for you. But if you do it for free, how can you afford your life? Maybe that's why I'm poor. So, Vegas Aces is a corporation. I made it into an LLC. And one of the things that we do is we have corporate activism. And the corporate activism is free education. We will teach anyone how to deal, and we will help you get a job for free, no matter what. So yes, that is for free. However, we do have plenty of services for people to hire us on. I have actually been so busy with clients and doing projects for people that I haven't been able to finish my packages and services page. I'm working on that. I've been working on that for the past year. And it's like I try to work on it, and then I have a project for a client come up and I have to work on that. And then I get back to the packages and services page, and then I have another project for another client, and it's like, so I've had a lot of projects for a lot of clients, which is great, especially for a new business, and we're actually doing really, really well as far as that goes. We're, you know, they say for a new business, if you go for your first year and you're even, you're doing really good. That's where we're at. We're even. So I've been able to pay everyone. We've been able to, you know, do all of the business stuff, and we've been able to afford all of that, which is awesome. especially for a new business. And that is basically how we're doing it. So we are getting paid for the services that we provide our clients, and then our corporate activism is helping people get a job for free. What are some of the things that we do? Well, casino table game inventors are our largest group of clients, and we help them get their new table game from their idea phase all the way to being into a casino. We create their table layout for them. We print them up. We print out their card racks, the rack cards, I mean. We do all of the marketing for them, and then we help get them their game into a field trial for a casino. And that's been doing really well. We also do promo videos for people, a lot of promo videos. We also do websites for people, photography. I literally have a list of stuff, like, of our services and everything. I just haven't finished the website yet. I will work on that. But that is how we do it. So we are bringing in money from our clients, and then we are doing our corporate activism and helping people get a job for free. Hope that answers your question. Do you have a donation button on your website? Yes, we do. Thank you very much. If you go to the website, all the way down to the footer, you will see the PayPal symbol. Click on that and you can donate. Thank you so, so much. Donations are very much appreciated. Very, very much. Are tables becoming virtual, the table? Well, see, here's the thing, Frank. That used to be a fad about 10 years ago, where they were trying to replace blackjack games with like a virtual blackjack, like slot machine. You had a virtual dealer, it was a virtual table, everything like that. They tried to do that, and it sort of became a dud. It wasn't as popular as people thought it was going to be, and the reason why is because of that human interaction. Being able to talk to the dealer, tell them about your life, ask them questions. You can't get that with a machine. And there's something about that connection that people would prefer over a slot machine, and that's why they didn't do very well. So I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, as far as dealers being replaced with video machines. Wolfgar, if an inventor presents a game you feel will fail, do you tell? Yes. And do you try to make it more viable? Yes. So there are several things that we do. We give our opinion to them. Of course, we can't make the decisions because we're not the inventor, but we will sit down with the inventors and we will tell them casinos don't like, for example, if you have a new table game and it has a big electronic invention that is vital to your game. For example, there was one table game invention that required you to hit a big red button. That didn't do very well, and the reason why is because casinos don't want to put new technologies into the game. They just want the table layout, and that's it. They don't want a bunch of knobs and buttons and electronical stuff and different, they don't want all that on a game. So a lot of casinos will say no to new table game inventions that have very unusual electronics on them. For example, there's this one game that required a specific card reader. It wasn't like a normal blackjack card reader, like how we have on the tables. It was something specific for their game because of the way the cards that they were using. And they couldn't get their game into a casino because they were using that. They had to completely redesign the game. So we will tell inventors that. However, it's the inventor's choice whether they want to proceed or whether they want to change their game. But if their game isn't getting a field trial, then sometimes they have to face the fact that maybe they do have to make some design changes. So yes, to answer your question, or at least I hope that answers your question, but yes, we do consult them on that. And we do tell them what the trends are, what casinos are looking for, what casino managers are looking for, what they want in their casino, and we help them gain an introspective into that. Oh, is that what you mean, Frank? Actually, okay, so Frank says instead of a table with printed cloth for the layout is a video screen used. That's new. So I was at, where was that? It was either Cutting Edge or G2E, either last year or the year before, and that was like a new thing where they would have a different layout for every game. Actually, Frank, if you go to my Instagram at Vegas underscore aces underscore, again, Instagram at Vegas underscore aces underscore, I believe it is one of my stories, my live stream stories, probably from a while ago. I don't know, you're going to have to look through them. But you will actually see a video of a table that you're describing, and that table, it was so cool. It was a normal table, but it was all electronic, and it would switch through 100 different, not 100, but you know what I mean, like 20 different layouts really fast, like whatever you wanted. And I got a video of that, and if you want to see it, it's on Instagram. Not one of my actual posts, I believe. I think it was a story. So it should be up in the like little story section where the circles are. Let me know. Let me know. Oh, thank you, Fred. I appreciate that. Aw, thanks. Okay, so I think that's it. I think I've answered everyone's questions. If you have one more question, get it in there now. Otherwise, I'm going to get going. Oh, we do have something. John, do you think casinos use interview with asking crazy questions is warranted? Because I think it's a joke. Because some dealers I see are not personable at all. Okay. So what John is saying is when you go and you are interviewed for a casino, there are some casinos, and again, every casino is different, it depends on the casino, but there are some casinos where they'll ask you crazy questions, they'll ask you to do crazy stuff, they'll make you act, they'll do all this weird stuff. Why they're doing that? They want to see your personality. That's why they're doing that. And if you're not personable, if you don't have a good personality, if you can't talk to people, they are they're reluctant to hire people like that. And the reason why is because they want you to be as personable and friendly on the game as possible, because the players will stay on your table longer if you're happy and you're talking to them and telling stories and that type of thing. So it is actually pretty important, and that's why they do that. Okay, I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a great week. You guys have been awesome. I have absolutely loved your questions. I will see you on Thursday where we will be back with an actual real table and my normal live stream and everything. No more AMAs. We will have a table. We will do some stuff. It will be awesome. Go vote if you want to choose what game we are going to do next. And thank you guys so much for showing up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. And I hope to see you guys on Thursday.